Kenya attracts over 1.5 million visitors annually, many of whom come to sample the sandy beaches, Mara wildlife, or for business functions. Sports tourism is a recent development in tourism circles where visitors come in and out of the country purely for sporting interests. Positioning Kenya as a sports tourism destination is part of Vision 2030 flagship projects in ensuring Kenya diversifies its visitor attraction mix.
I think we've already been quite lucky in terms of athletics being the highlight for the country. But that has really overshadowed most of other sports. Currently, we've got rugby, which is sort of riding on a high. I mean, the rugby sevens globally, Kenya is actually making waves there. About 8 or 10 years ago, cricket in Kenya was on the rise. It's gone down, but it's being reorganized, and that is coming up. So if you take athletics, you take rugby, you take cricket, and then you take golf, we will actually have a very strong sports tourism menu that we can offer to people.
I've never been on a safari, and that's one of the things I really want to do. You know, so it's great to be here and playing golf, you know, but you don't get to see much of Kenya, much of the country. You know, we just drove from the airport to the hotel, and you never have any time. So, you know, like, I'd really like to get out and see a bit of the country and do some safari, and, you know, just take in what's naturally here.
There are over 40 golf courses in Kenya, making it one of Africa's leading destinations for high-spending sports tourists. 5 years ago, Kenya was voted the undiscovered golf destination of the year by the International Organization of Golf Tour Operators, and in 2011, it was nominated as one of the best golfing destinations out of 8 countries in the international golf travel market.
We're taking golf to the next level in terms of trying to attract top tourism from around the world. I mean, at the end of the day, we're very blessed with perfect weather all year round. So I don't see a reason why we shouldn't get more tourists into the country. I think the main thing is the way we sell ourselves. We need to look at offering golf tourism with something else and looking at our target markets. And obviously we're looking at beach safaris, we're looking at the Masai Mara. So I think we've got a very unique selling point with that, because I mean, we're going to be, at the end of the day, we're going to be competing with the likes of South Africa, Egypt, Turkey. So we need to look at who we're trying to target and get these guys in.
The recent 2013 Barclays Kenya Open, which is listed on the European-based Challenge Tour, provided an opportunity for local golfers to sample international standards, also known as outbound tourism. Take, for instance, there are more golf courses in Kenya than professional golfers, hence the need for Kenyan golfers to get exposure abroad so as to improve local standards.
What we are hoping to achieve, there are 2 areas. One is for the game of golf and one is for the country, 2 places. For the game of golf, we are trying to give our local professionals a platform on which to practice at the highest international level. So this event allows me to do 2 things. One is they can play in it, and secondly, I'm able to sort of get reciprocal invites with other international tournaments. And normally we do about 6 other international tournaments where 2 pros can go. And that gives them, the 2 top pros can go, and they can get international exposures in different places with different kinds of stresses and everything else.
We always have a lot of our guys traveling, especially up to Dubai. We have South Africa being quite close, being very popular. South Africa has got some amazing golf courses. So it looks like we are moving in the right direction both ways. And again, it's very important that we get some exposure outside as well as here. And I think the other way forward is to partner up with other top golf courses around the region, around the continent. And I think that's another way of getting more people to come into Kenya and Kenyans to be exposed to other golf courses that we have.
It's estimated that over $30 billion is generated by golf tourism globally. Apart from teeing off on the green soft lawns, such tournaments present a good opportunity for business to sprout.
As golf grows in the country, there are several things that can happen. One is just the management of golfers. Talent management is an area that is coming through. I think the second thing that we're already seeing happening now is where you've got golf residences that are coming up. People are actually building them, and because there are a lot more golfers participating, the game of golf is beginning to catch on in the country as a result of this kind of tournament. You're finding that these golf estates are beginning to become quite popular. And currently there are, I think, about 6 or 7 in construction in the country, only in the last 3 years. So that shows another business opportunity in terms of just around the theme of golf as well coming through. And I think the last one, which is not well established here, but we see coming through as we get more and more professionals, is around the golf professionals themselves, building a business in terms of teaching golf or actually playing golf, right? And that is one that needs a little bit more organization, but with this kind of event getting more and more popular, there'll be a spin-off from there. So, and we're seeing that we're trying to raise the event so that rather than just be a challenge to event, we can get it to the main tour. And that means you've got to grow our prize money from about 195,000 euros to about 700,000 euros. So that's a challenge you've got over another 5 to 7 years to get to that level. Then we'll be hoping that we can invite a Tiger Woods to come and play. And then effectively, then it changes completely the nature of the way people look at it in this country.
It's just a great place to be, to meet new people and new businesses, and expand for the future.
Well, apart from just golfing, the opportunities presented by such tournaments are immeasurable. Who knows what can come out of just by exchanging that business card?
Business opportunities are endless on the golf course. I mean, if you look at the top CEOs of most companies, a lot of them play golf and are members at clubs. I mean, I always like to say it's easier to get a meeting on the golf course than it is in his office. So the business opportunities are huge, as you can see today. The whole golf course is branded with different companies. Over the next couple of days, we're going to have a lot of people walking in and out of this club. So networking is going to be huge. So in general, countrywide, I think golf is a huge business.
So I also took time to sample this admirable gentleman's sport. Through increase in tourism, exposure for local talent and networks, I might as well get in time to be on the course someday. Well, that's if I pick my golf lessons fast enough. For Eye on Kenya, I am Laban-Cliff Onserio.